when you set a goal and it's so overwhelming, you won't even know where to start sometimes. And some of us start off in situations, or we're in situations where like we can just see so much more for our lives. And I know some of us are in situations where it can just seem so far away. And I just want to talk about how it is possible, but yet we need to have compassion with ourselves and understand it is totally understandable why it feels overwhelming and impossible. Do not, and I do this, do not beat yourself up for feeling overwhelmed, because like we can all relate. Like this shit can get overwhelming. Having to keep up with all the things and then setting goals, you know, hefty goals and dreams for yourself. But what makes it possible, and this is something that I'm starting to practice in my life, and I'm noticing a huge difference, is just cutting up the goal into achievable pieces and just one bite at a time on a list. Just okay. And I know that sounds so simple, and I know people say that all the time, and I've heard it a million times too. You know, just start in small pieces and blah. But even when I heard that a million times, I still felt overwhelmed. Like it's even big for me in small pieces at this point. And if you relate to me on that, I'm gonna tell you a trick that it has me shook. I'm just gonna say that. I've watched so much like motivational, inspiring content. I absolutely love personal mastery content, and just like the psychology of mastering your mind. That interests me, and I've watched so many videos, and yet I've still procrastinated. I've still like not done things that I said I was gonna do. So what is the one, you know, it's like everyone's like, oh, once I heard that one thing, my whole entire life changed. So really, yes, you can watch all the motivational content and hear all the rules, but maybe there is that one thing for you, because there's one specific thing that you struggle with. And so really, before you can even know what you should be consuming to help yourself, you have to take time to get to know yourself and evaluate your habits and how you do things. Like, for example, for me, I'm noticing it's an ongoing pattern in my life that I keep putting things off. Even the smallest thing. Letting my phone die all the time. Just because every time I look at my phone, it's like 25%. And I'm like, I'm good. 25%, I'm good. 10%, I'm still good. And that is a small example of like my mindset, but I was doing that on an even larger scale. Oh, my homework. Oh, I'm good. I'll get to that. Oh, this. Oh, I'll get to, like, that's in 2 days or 3 days. So changing your mindset, even when it comes to the small things, that's what I started doing. Like, yeah, even though it's just my phone's on 50%, like, I gotta put it on the charger now, because I just am I gotta be on myself about that, because I know that's something that I don't do. So it's like, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, with my phone it's whatever, but with my homework I always get to my homework. Like, I started having to practice, no, I get to every single thing. Like, that's just how I move at this point. Like, I'm not gonna change my habit of, oh, I'm gonna make sure I do my homework. Like, no, I need to change my whole mind state to where when I see something that needs to be done, I do it, no matter what it is. Even if it's as small as constantly letting my phone die. My son's toy is going off. So basically, it's really just focusing on, if you want to change something, think about that pattern and try to just completely change it in your whole life. So for me, it was procrastination mixed with other things, but we'll talk about the procrastination. So I can't just stop doing that for school. I need to stop procrastinating for everything. I want to be early to work. I want to be early to turn my assignments in. If my phone's not on 100%, it needs to be charging. I'm laying things out the night before. I'm food prepping. Like, just completely preparing and just taking on what you want to change head on. So I've really found this to be productive in trying to change something. So please comment below what you do, or little things that you've noticed to just kind of get everything together, get yourself together, get your habits where you want them. Comment down below so we can just share little tips and tricks. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.